Yo, what's going on YouTube? So I'm back at it with another video. For this one, I'm about to show you how to mix vocals like NBA YoungBoy, really with just like Waves and Slate plugins. I didn't use that many plugins for these vocals, so it's real simple. So that being said, let's get straight to the mix. All I ask is that you smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's see what we got.
Got too much on my shoulder. I just pray to God, I hope I grow. You can't pay for no affection, you can't pay for no closure. All my shooters keep it silent, what you know about composure.
Alright, so I've been getting a lot of requests for doing the NBA YoungBoy tutorial. Like, I just needed an artist that kind of had the cadence. He's not 100% there with the cadence, but I can hear it, and I felt like I gave him something similar to that mix, right? Now, you know, I'm always starting off the vocal with auto-tune. Sometimes even if they don't need auto-tune, I still just throw it on there just to smoothen out the vocal, right? So I ended up just adding auto-tune pro, got the retune speed to about 25, the humanize to 10, the input to auto, the key of course to the instrumental. Next, I actually went with the tube channel strip. I feel like this kind of gave it that sound that I was looking for his particular vocals, and I would say for like NBA YoungBoy type vocals. So I ended up just taking this high knob to about 1 dB. I deducted 0.5 out of the mid, around 775, and around the bass I just deducted 1.6. Now I didn't add any drive, and I just took this high pass to about 60, and then this compression to about almost 16 dB pretty much. And then next I went with the BB tubes, and I started off with a lead vocal presence preset that you can find right here, but then I went ahead and made my own adjustments to this mix. So I ended up taking this beauty knob to about 14 and this beast to about 6, and I kind of kept everything else the same, and I just took this mix knob down to about 32%, and everything that they had here I just kept the same. I didn't touch anything. So just with the auto tune pro, that channel strip, and this BB tubes, let's see what we got just for starting off the vocal.
Too much on my shoulder. I just pray to God, I hope I grow. You can't pay for no affection, you can't pay for no closure. All my shooters keep it silent, what you know about composure. Got too much on my shoulder. I just pray to God, I hope I grow. You can't pay for no affection, you can't pay for no closure. All my shooters keep it silent, what you know about composure.
So something slight, right? I feel like that already, just when I put that into the mix, it just gave that vocal some life. As usual is how I'm starting off my mix, just give it some life. Now, remember I told you pretty much I just used the waves and the virtual mix rack. So I ended up using the virtual mix rack like I used to back in the days, and I just built my own virtual mix rack. So pretty much I started with this FG116, which I just took this input type to about 18 dB, this output type to about -12 dB. Of course, we got the ratio pretty light. I didn't really want it smashing too hard. Then I got this attack to about 1.41 and this release to about 5.44. Next, I added this air knob to about 3 dB, and then I went and did some EQing, which I did add another pretty much some more presence into the vocal, plus 2 dB at 10K. I looked like I was gonna do something around 600, but I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything here. And around 100 hertz, I just took out 4 dB, but I did do a high pass to wherever their high pass is set to. Of course, you know, I'm going with my FG Bomber, just at almost 2.5% at present, and the drive is at 1.47 dB. And then I just went ahead and used their de-esser instead of just pulling up another de-esser. I just used this de-esser around 60, pretty much around almost 7K, and just sticking around this this range here pretty much. And then after I did that, I went ahead and put up a multi-band compressor. Pretty much almost had these at its default knobs that it starts at. I just adjusted around here to my liking, to where I just added 1 dB in the high end, around 2.5 dB around still the high end, just kind of in the middle of there. Then I deducted pretty much like the body of the mix around 0.5. I deducted a lot of the low end around 5 dB. And really I might have just did some adjustments here, but probably something slight. And I do remember changing this to hard, the knee. I just like the way it was reacting to the vocal, so I just changed it. So just with the virtual mix rack in this C4, let's hear this on and off, and let's see what this is doing.
Got too much on my shoulder. I just pray to God, I hope I grow. You can't pay for no affection, you can't pay for no closure. All my shooters keep it silent, what you know about composure. You got too much on my shoulder. I just pray to God, I hope I grow. You can't pay for no affection, you can't pay for no closure. All my shooters keep it silent, what you know about composure.
In my my opinion, again, I think it just gave that vocal some more life. Now next, I just wanted, again, kind of give that vocal some more presence. I was still kind of like, I want to compress a little bit more before I start adding vocal effects. So I ended up just applying this RVox to about -2 dB. And then I just went to my favorite de-esser right now, just to kind of like glue the mix, if that makes sense. Very light though, very light. You see I'm using these settings very light, nothing crazy. And then just to kind of glue it a little bit more, in my sense, when I say glue, it's kind of like making it smooth. It's making it sound thick, and I don't know how to really explain it, but that de-esser and this soothe is pretty much working together when I'm pretty much tying in the mix. So I went ahead and just went with my vocal sum preset that I just been kind of using a lot. I use it once in a while, but kind of been using it more than usual. Most thing that I do is just adjust this depth knob and just to wherever I see fit with the particular song, then I just make it happen. So just with the soothe and that de-esser and that compressor, let's hear that on and off, and let's hear what that's doing to the mix.
Got too much on my shoulder. I just pray to God, I hope I grow older. You can't pay for no affection, you can't pay for no closure. All my shooters keep it silent, what you know about composure. Got too much on my shoulder. I just pray to God, I hope I grow older. You can't pay for no affection, you can't pay for no closure. All my shooters keep it silent, what you know about composure.
Fire. Again, I feel like everything that I did for this mix was very subtle, so it's not like, oh, this is making a big difference. But again, for NBA YoungBoy, I think you just kind of want to have that cadence to the vocal. It's not really like, oh, let me get a crazy mix, but this is how you can get industry vocals like NBA YoungBoy. Just every plug-in, you just gotta kiss the vocal. Don't be all aggressive. Just kiss the vocal. You know what I'm saying? Now I know what y'all waiting on, the vocal effects, which it's my per usual. I just went ahead and went with my bright plate preset from this Relab Development LX480 Essentials plugin. Again, I know I need to upgrade. I'm gonna upgrade soon, but this does the job every single time. So this is what I'm using. And then I went ahead and just went with Echo Boy for this, which pretty much kept everything default and had it on a half note, just with a minor high cut and a low cut, with the track spacer pretty much just ducking when the vocal comes in every time, but it's very light, so you can still hear the delay pretty good. So just with the vocal effects, let's hear that on and off, and let's just hear what kind of difference that's making.
Got too much on my shoulder. I just pray to God, I hope I grow older. You can't pay for no affection, you can't pay for no closure. All my shooters keep it silent, what you know about composure. Got too much on my shoulder. I just pray to God, I hope I grow older. You can't pay for no affection, you can't pay for no closure. All my shooters keep it silent, what you know about composure.
Now you see how you can hear the delay, but you can barely hear the delay. That's kind of what you want to do with just those type of vocals, or maybe at certain time you make that reverb and that delay just really shine and just, you know, capture that moment, right? So that's pretty much how I would mix NBA YoungBoy type vocals if I was to mix his vocals. Again, if this video helped you, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and of course, you know we got more content on the way.
Got too much on my shoulder. I just pray to God, I hope I grow older. You can't pay for no affection, you can't pay for no closure. All my shooters keep it silent, what you know about composure.